Welcome to Smex Ed. Class is in session.
I'm your host, Amanda King, and I'm here to teach anybody who wants to fucking listen how to have the audacity to say fuck it to societal standards and live their most authentic life. This podcast is dedicated to bringing the sexual conversations we have behind doors onto the main fucking stage. Because sex, masturbation, squirting, guess what? It is all normal. And by bringing these conversations to the forefront, we help people feel less alone in this world. We help them feel safe. We help them gain their power back. We help them step into their confidence and express themselves sexually in this world unapologetically. Because it takes fucking audacity to be your truest self. And we have a boatloads of audacity all up in this bitch. So let me ask you this. Are you ready for some epic shit?
Hello, everybody. This week, our focus has been on male pleasure and male erogenous zones. So we spoke about the F spot. We spoke about the P spot. And today we are going to discuss the pernium. So the pernium is the external way to massage the prostate. Now, like I stated in videos below, the prostate is a gland that is found deep within your groin, but can be accessed via the anus. Typically, when we are referring to the stimulation of a prostate in order to produce ejaculation, that is what we call prostate milking. And like we discussed before, the P-spot orgasm is the most intense orgasm that a man can feel with no refractory period. But some men just don't want to be penetrated. So if your partner doesn't want to be penetrated but still wants to experience a P-spot orgasm, the perineum is exactly where you want to start exploring. So where is it? The perineum is a patch of skin that is located between your genitals and your anus. So for men, it's your scrotum and your anus, most often referred to as your taint. This is the area that you are going to focus on if you are looking to externally stimulate the prostate. So a few things before you kind of start exploring. Number one, you want to make sure that the person getting their prostate milked is pre-aroused before we try to do any type of stimulation to the prostate. Why? Because as this person becomes aroused, the prostate will swell and it will be easier to locate whether you go internally or externally through the perineum. Now remember, we want to make sure that the subject who is receiving the stimulation is aroused. You can do this during solo play with your hand or a toy, or during partner play, you could do it with your hand, your partner's mouth. You guys can bring a toy in. Whatever floats your boat. Next thing you're going to do is while they are erect, you are going to take your two fingers and you're going to go behind their balls and you're going to search for a little divot. You'll feel the divot between their balls and anus. That is the perineum. And all you're going to do is when you feel that divot is take your fingers and push upwards. Now, once you find that divot, you can just push upwards. This is called the doorbell, right? It's a kind of the same motions that you would go through if you're stimulating the prostate internally. The second one you can do is start circling it, kind of giving it a massage with your hands, and make sure you're communicating with your partner and asking them how much pressure you should apply, because it might just be a slight pressure. It might be a lot of pressure that you need. It's all individualized. The third one that you can do is once you find that is begin kind of tapping on that spot rapidly. The fourth thing you can do is you can find a prostate toy or a regular vibrator and use that vibrator to stimulate the spot while you go down on them and or give them the hand job. I think I've showed this on this platform before, but I'm not sure. This is the Ream by Too Timid. This is a full body massager. It's currently on sale. I think it's around $30, but I like this toy for perineum stimulation because of how powerful it is. Plus, you can use it on both partners, right? You can use it everywhere. But basically what you want to do is the same thing. You want to go behind their balls, find that spot, press this up against it, And as you can hear, it has 20 different pulsating and vibrating, pulsating and vibrating settings. There we go. And 8 levels of intensity. It's also really, really flexible. So you can push in, you can push up, you can take it off, press on it. This is something that you can use if you don't want to use your hands. Any toy that vibrates is gonna work. I have a video on my YouTube channel that went super viral. It's Smex Ed with Amanda. Go right to the home screen. The video is pinned to the top. It's all about prostate milking. I think it has close to 300,000 views. It's kind of crazy. But one of the main things I talk about, or main comments I receive, from that video are men being like, well, my partner doesn't want to do it. There's no way she'll do it. I asked and she said she won't do it. Their partner is not comfortable with the penetration aspect of prostate milking. So doing a pernium massage is another way to be able to milk the prostate and for you and or your partner to feel more comfortable because penetration is taken off the table. So if they're not going for full prostate play, this could be something that you bring up to bring into the bedroom to spice up oral sex or a hand job. And saying that if your partner is still uncomfortable with prostate milking and or a prostate massage, don't ever pressure them into doing something that they don't want to do. This is something that you can explore on your own through self-pleasure and masturbation. You can buy any anal toy. If you do have a prostate, I would highly suggest getting a prostate focused toy because there's a reason it's prostate focused. Also, I got another question, last night, even though I mentioned this in my videos the other day, can women use prostate toys? Yeah, they're all anal toys, guys. So you can use them no matter what your gender. But you can definitely practice this during solo play, and therefore you are able to experience that pleasure without your partner needing to be the one who provides that pleasure for you. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you for spending this week with me discussing male pleasure. If you haven't seen my stories or all of the videos I did this week, it's because the algorithm sucks. But don't worry if you miss them. They will be repurposed on my other platforms. They're being turned into YouTube videos. They're being turned into reels. They're being turned into podcast episodes because I got to get my podcast back up and running. So you will be able to see them on other platforms as well as this platform. Next week, our focus is going to be all about oral sex. So tips to give better blowjobs, tips to amplify, going down on your girlfriend, toys that are focused on oral sex, lots of information and education on oral sex. So I will see you all. Thank you so much for listening to Smex Ed with Amanda.
And some parting words for you today. Remember this, no matter how hard society pushes you down, no matter how many times you fall, as long as you get the fuck back up, they can never stop you. You are unfuckable with. You will win. Don't allow this world to dictate how you show up in it. Don't allow society to make you bend the knee. Instead, make them bend theirs. And don't forget, if you like what you heard, go on to iTunes and Spotify and leave your girl a review. Until next time, my beautiful people.